The shocking truth behind the New York Knicks' latest move has been made very clear for this team going forwards, as the Knicks are going all in on a very controversial player that fans have been quite split on, while also trusting in other talents as well that we've seen work out after the retirement of Malcolm Brogdon shook up the Knicks' plans and changed a lot for this team. We're going to go over everything that Malcolm Brogdon's retirement has recently changed, with today being the day that rosters get finalized before the regular season. And on top of that, a decision the Knicks have made that definitely threw fans for a bit of a loop after there was a lot of consideration about the Knicks going ahead and adding these two veterans to the team. We've now seen plans shift, and we're going to break down that shift. But guys, real quick, if you're part of that 57% that is not subscribed to Knicks Digest, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a daily New York Knicks update. We have a lot of videos coming out, guys. It's a great time to be a Knicks fan. The Knicks are one of the best teams in the NBA, and the regular season is about to get underway. I cannot wait. I'm super excited to see this happen. But guys, let's talk. Let's jump in. I was going to say let's talk some Knicks, but that's kind of the let's talk Knicks thing, and they're my friends, so I don't want to really mess with them and their whole thing. But Tyler Kolek has been a player who's been mentioned in a lot of trade talks recently, and a lot of fans have been pretty split on. Some saying, you know what? Give Kolek some time. Let him try to be the point guard for this team. The Knicks need some sort of a future, and Tyler Kolek has shown that he can be an NBA player. Do we go ahead with him now that Malcolm Brogdon is no longer on the team or in the NBA? Brogdon, this is the one photo I can actually find of him in a Knicks jersey, because he was only on the Knicks for a couple days, or playing for the Knicks for a couple of days, because obviously he went and retired from the NBA after just deciding that he didn't want to play another year in the league. He was grappling with the decision, ultimately decided that he would go and retire from the sport, and because of that, now everything is sort of taken it's sort of a turn where we're now watching this Knicks team that desperately is trying to figure out what to do now, because Brogdon was going to be their backup point guard. So now things have changed because Brogdon was going to make the roster. And with a ton of stuff going around, we have a few different things to go over on this situation. And Jalen Brunson talked about it and said, we're in good hands, great hands. Tyler Kolek has been getting better every day. Deuce has been getting better every day. Those guys, they come in and they work their game nonstop. When you see that, you have the utmost confidence that when their number is called, they're going to be ready to go. So like I said, we're in good hands. Mike Brown mentioned that whoever goes and grabs that backup point guard spot, we feel like we have a deep roster, and a lot of guys will have an opportunity to grab whatever minutes might have been there or might not have been there. It's just a case of earning your stripes, and we'll figure it out at the end of the day. Whoever's going to get whatever minutes are available. Now, as Peter Body mentioned, the more experienced McBride figures to be the leading internal option for that backup point guard role, but Brown also could give a chance to the little used Tyler Kolek, who netted 20 points with 6 assists in 23 minutes in the Monday preseason game against the Washington Wizards. Tyler Kolek has shown in big minutes that he can put up numbers. The question is, can he score with efficiency or play defense? That's one of the big things surrounding Kolek. It's not, is Tyler Kolek able to do this? Is he able to do that? It's really, can he play efficient enough defense or shoot the ball efficiently enough? Because right now the playmaking is so there. He's an excellent playmaker and ball handler. The question is, can he go and do the rest of it? Now, we've seen Tyler Kolek over these games. Now, discounting the prior game against, last night when the Knicks played, but Kolek has been good. That's the thing. The last game he played, he put up 6 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist against the Hornets in the final preseason game. But he did have that 20-point showing where he went 7 for 13. He only shot 1 for 5 from 3. His three-point shooting has not been efficient at the NBA level. And between Summer League and preseason thus far, he's only shot 34% from the field and 16% from 3. So that's the big concern, is that Kolek's not scoring efficiently, and he's not a good enough defender to really find a role if he's just going to be passing the ball. That's what we have to look at going forwards for this team. That's what's going to be a really big deal going forwards for this team. My hair looks horrible right now. I remember recording a video up in Montreal on August 2nd where I couldn't stop talking about how good my hair looked. Now my hair looks terrible, man. That's not the point. I really got distracted. I don't like the way it looks, though. This is on. I want to put my hood up in a way, but I'm not going to do that. But when it comes down to Tyler Kolek, we saw him show up and show out in MSG, which is absolutely huge that he was able to do that. And also, there's a photo of him where he's wearing, just these designed shoes or whatever. But, the whole point is, see, he's in the white. He's not in, or he's in the gray. So, that's a backup jersey. The blue is the starter jersey. The gray is the backup jersey. So, he's found his way into the top 10 of the rotation. That's what this means as of right now. That's where the Knicks are viewing him, because he wasn't always wearing that color. He was in the green or whatever before that. So what we've seen now is Tyler Kolek start to show, at least in training camp, that the man can ball out, that he could play, and that he could play quite well. And as CP the franchise mentioned, the backup point guard options are more of a point guard role for Clarkson, Deuce, and Josh Hart. I don't think Josh Hart's going to play a ton of point guard, though he is a good playmaker. More time for Kolek, which now seems likely, or trade Dottier and sign DeLon Wright, or check in on Victor Oladipo or Alec Burks, or now Spencer Dinwiddie. Those are all options. Options that I wouldn't be surprised if the Knicks do eventually look into. I did talk about Dinwiddie a bit. I wouldn't be shocked if the Knicks take a look into him. But at this point, it does feel like the Knicks are going to hold off and wait on that whole decision on adding a point guard to this team and see how they can do right now. Which, you know, I kind of like, because I think Deuce McBride, Tyler Kolek, and also especially Jordan Clarkson will be able to handle this. And if they can't, then the Knicks will make a decision based off that before trading away a young player prematurely and realizing we didn't even need to do that. That was a waste of time, and now we just don't have Mikal Bridges. Like, that's the thing. That's the really big thing here, is that the Knicks can sort of decide, you know what, okay, we didn't need to make that move, so let's hold off. And if we need a point guard in March or whatever, we can try to figure that out, and we'll trade Pacome for some point guard or something, and then we'll work on that. But right now, we don't have to rush into any decisions. We'll see how this season goes thus far. We'll play it by ear. We can make moves in the middle of the season, so we don't have to do one right now. And that is where the Knicks have gone, especially after waiving Garrison Matthews, which is the big thing here. The Knicks waiving Matthews did put them in position to sign Landry Shamet and finalize that roster. So that's what we're going to see now. Matthews was pretty surprising that he ended up getting waived. No one really expected that coming after the way he was playing, and many thought that the Knicks might just add both Shamet and Matthews anyway. The Knicks didn't see a need for that and went with Landry Shamet, who, again, I was saying the whole time, Matthews was playing better than him, but it's still an uphill battle for him because the Knicks like Landry Shamet a lot. Shamet is a great player. I mean, the man played excellently last year, putting up 6 points per game, shooting 40% from three, shooting 47% on corner threes. Like, Shamet had an excellent run with the Knicks last year, and in the playoffs, he played even better. He shot 53% from three when he was playing those 4 games where he actually had rotational minutes against the Pacers. He played excellent basketball, showed that he's a hard-nosed guy, played really good defense, and was just a positive plus player with the Knicks throughout that playoff run. So because of that, the Knicks trusted that and decided to go with him again, and I like the move of bringing back Landry Shamet personally. Now, on top of that, Deuce McBride has been a good playoff performer as well, putting up 8 points and 1.5 rebounds with 1.5 assists since the 23-24 season when he actually got that playoff burn. And frankly, I am fine with Deuce going out there and playing a lot of backup point guard in the playoffs because the Knicks, Jalen Brunson's going to play 38 minutes a night in the playoffs anyway. So you have to find 10 minutes without Jalen Brunson. Between Jordan Clarkson and Deuce McBride, I'm really not worried. I'm really not. I don't think it's going to change that much in the grand scheme of things. And it is going to be interesting to see how the Knicks navigate this. Obviously, there's no doubt that it changes Mike Brown's plans. There's no doubt that it changes his plans. But at the end of the day, it is going to be interesting to see what exactly the Knicks are going to be doing going forwards and how Mike Brown is going to navigate this. Clearly, it's up for debate, though. Can Tyler Kolek fight into the rotation as part of it? Can Jordan Clarkson establish himself as a point guard? Will Deuce McBride, a career combo guard type player, find his groove? There's a bunch of questions that we have to answer, and we are going to look at all that as the year goes on, and we're going to report on all of it as always. Guys, if you're enjoying the content, make sure to like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you don't miss a single video. Have a great weekend, guys. Go Knicks.